Time for Ask Todd, and there's just no way around it. Of course, we're talking about the heat. The summer solstice and longest daylight day of the year has passed, but the days are getting warmer, much warmer.
Hot and humid, muggy, Todd. Every adjective you can use definitely pertains today when it comes to hot weather.
No doubt about it. So certainly we're going to be talking about that. You know, the amount of solar radiation that reaching the Earth peaked back on June 21st with the summer solstice, but temperatures will tend to keep increasing into July and early August because it takes a while for that soil and the oceans to heat up. So that's today's Ask Todd. Why is it the longest day of the summer, also the hottest time of year? Well, during the summer, the rate of heat input from the sun during the daylight hours is greater than the cooling that occurs at night. Therefore, the days gradually become warmer, even though the daylight hours are slowly decreasing this time of year from this point forward. Now, if we look at the record books, our hottest time of the year is typically late July in East Tennessee, end of July, very early August. But that date varies widely across the rest of the country. The humidity also making a big difference in how hot it feels outside this week. And that's what we're going to be talking about over the next couple of days, Beth and Robin.
Very appropriate for July 4th, Todd.
No doubt about it.